Hi Aquarius, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aquarius, this is your reading for the upcoming 2 weeks, starting today on the 7th of February, going into the 20th of February, which is really cool because the 20 of the 2nd of 2020. In Sweden here we use the day first, day, month, year, which is logical. I know for an instance that in Americas they use month, day, and then year. So it's like 2nd 2020. Okay, it's a really cool date. It might have some significance that this reading leads up to that date. It is a inspiring, uplifting, I've asked for, message from Source to you guys. Oh, and specifically for the people who are drawn to this message, that really benefits from this message, to come to be attracted to this channel, to this very message, to this maybe very message for this moment in time. I'm shuffling and waiting for 3 cards to pop out. I pre-shuffled before, and the card A New Beginnings flew out. So let's see if that comes back. New beginnings! I'm so happy. Excuse me. I get so excited I choke. I'm just so happy I had time to say that before, or you would have thought it was an after constructing thing. So cool. So cool how it works. I lost my thread there because I got so excited. Yeah, I'm waiting for 3 cards to pop out. And I'm using the John Holland deck. The Psychic Tarot Oracle card deck. It's not a typical tarot reading still. I don't know tarot. I don't pretend to know tarot. I actually make fun of it. I'm using the images to just get my guidance and intuition going, really. Okay, Aquarius, we're gonna come up to the 9th of February. Depending on when you listen to this recording, it doesn't really matter because it is in the energy I feel. The number 9th is a full moon in Leo, and 9 for me stands for endings, and it also stands for unconditional love. And also the full moon, for me, just over and over again, seems to just bring some sort of completion, manifestation, something coming into fruition that you want to see. Something almost flipped over there. It's a bit noisy in the house here today. I'm sorry if the sound is picking that up, or rather the microphone is picking that up. So you might want to look into that something is about to manifest in your life that you want to see to come to fruition. And I've said to the other signs, I don't know where I picked it up, if it came to me or if I actually heard it in another reading. I don't know. I just feel, when I feel into it now, that somewhere in the summer months of 2019, so let's say June, July, August, whatever you did around that time, specifically July, I think, what did you do then? Did you put a seed down? Did you have an intention for something? Did you start a business? Did you start a relationship? Something that you started to build on, I feel it comes to fruition now, comes to completion. Something you want to see happening is going to happen around this moment in time. So I feel like it's connected somehow. Okay? And then we have Valentine's Day on the 14th, which is really beautiful, something, I think, and which is not so much something. We think it's just a day for you guys to buy more stuff. But I feel like it's a shift in energy that day. It's a shift of focus that day. We're focusing more on love and relationships, even though some people focus more on that they don't have a partner, or, you know. Focus on love, guys, every day. So let's see if we can get 2 more extra cards for you guys. For Aquarius, for the most uplifting message for you guys right now. Can we get 2 more cards, please? Sometimes it takes a bit of shuffling because more than 2 cards wants to come out, and it needs to be the exact cards that, then I'm just, of course it's easier for me to, if the message is as clear as a card, that's the best reading. It's not the best reading, you know what I mean. Oh, there you go. Just completely gorgeous. But sometimes I get cards that sort of, the message is a bit different than what the card is showing. I will still somehow see in the cards what the message is trying to convey. So you will still get the right message, if that makes sense. Okay, so like I said, we have new beginnings first. So we're treading on a new earth. That's you walking on the new earth, Aquarius. That's you taking new steps. I feel like it's a very, very early on in something brand new. It can be, it's a general reading, so it can literally be for anything. I mean, I'm doing specific love readings every other week. Excuse me, but this is the message coming in from the universe that you need to hear most right now. That is the most uplifting and inspirational to you. And obviously it can be relationships. It's not like, then we're not going to talk about relationships when it's not a love reading. So for you guys, it can be that somebody's entering your life. Some, and I'm sorry, the program in my computer is making the card reversed. So it's like being mirrored to you. It says a new beginning on the bottom. And she has just stepped out of that, from that door behind her. She's like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm going now. And you're walking on earth. So it's like, it is the world at your feet. You really have the world at your feet. So I feel like you're in a position right now that you really can truly choose whatever you want to choose. Go wherever you want to go. Literally go wherever you want to go in the world. This could mean that you're relocating to some place that really is some place that you have dreamt of in a long time. It's time, and I feel like you're in the very, very early, very beginning stages here. And it's like the green light. You're getting the green light to go. It's a perfect time to start plan for it, to start move forward. But like I said, it doesn't have to be just really. It's just because you're walking on the earth and it's so easy to see all these, the countries and all of that. But I feel it's an overall new beginning. So it can mean that you're just meeting somebody, or you're just about to meet somebody, and you're in the very, very early stages of this relationship. It can be really, you literally just said hi to somebody, or they literally have not come in yet. That's how in the very early beginning stages it feels. Usually when I get the number 0, and I mean, it is a new beginning. It is a black border, which speaks about the universe, black materia, dark matter, all of that. So it's like the universe is really on your side. It's like you're manifesting something from the non-physical into the physical right now. And usually then with the number 0, it's all about, like, it's not even the 8 with some up and some down and some up and some down. It's just a circle. We've come full circle, and whatever you're starting now is going to pick up momentum, and it's just gonna go, okay? But then very specifically today, the number 0 feels like it is not even number 1. That's how early on it is. So if some of you guys feel a bit discouraged, if you feel a bit, I don't know if you just had it as an idea yet to enter into this relationship, to move somewhere, to go somewhere, to start a business, to like plant your seed. The universe is backing you up, okay? You really have a whole wall there backing you up. And it's something about the blue line around the earth, which speaks about the throat chakra to me, that this is your truth. This is you not walking somebody else's dream. This is not you compromising, if that makes sense. This is you doing really exactly what you want and following, maybe even for the very first time, following a dream, a long standing dream that you truly are following now. It's like you're following in your own footsteps. It's nobody else's. I mean, it's Aquarius that we're talking about, so you're probably not going to follow in anybody else's footsteps anyway. But it's really new, and it's gorgeous, and it's a go. Like, do it. Like I said, if you haven't seen evidence of it yet, and you want to see evidence of it, just know that it's so early on that it's like too soon to tell. It's too soon to even see some type of evidence right now. Then we move into this gorgeous little guy. It says hope on the bottom, but hope doesn't... It's somewhat... Okay. Yeah. So... is the number 17. Number 17 for me stands for eternity. 17 is just it's immortal. It's the immortality of life. Like, nothing ever dies. It's just a continuation. It's the number 0 again. And then if you add up number 7 with number 1, you get an 8. And the number 8 is all about infinity, eternity, longevity. So whatever you're putting down in the ground right now, it's for, I feel like it's such a big word, but it's for life. So it's like the business you're starting now it's long lasting. If we're moving now, it's not for 6 months. It's like it's a life move. If you're entering into this relationship, it's a relationship it's gonna last, you know, and it's the sun. And the sun for me, the sun a lot of times is reflective of the Leo, because the Leo has the sun card. But it's all about, this is so nurtured. This is like you have all the energy you need. The sun is out and shining its light on everything. So everything you need is being nurtured, taken care of, tended to, okay? We have the number 1, which stands for new beginnings again. The card says new beginnings, and the number 1 stands for new beginnings. And the number 7, which is all about a completion, or on the 7th day he rested. Like, there's something about where I'm coming out of this thing. So it could be coming out of, I'm moving away from this place and into this place. I'm leaving this old relationship and getting into this new one. I'm going from being employed to starting my own business, something like that, okay? And with the hope there, I almost want to do this. I am drawn to the hope, but I'm when I look at it, hope is not very hopeful in this card. You need to get past hope. You don't need hope anymore. We're past hope. We're somewhere in you believing this is really happening, or even soon coming into knowing. You just know for a fact that this is going to happen. You don't need hope, if that makes sense. Moving on. Yet again, number 1. So it really is new beginnings here. It's a triumphant success. And this, I feel, it's a hand coming out of the earth, coming out of the dirt, holding like a victory, like I made it. And you freaking made it in this card. With all this purple on one side, it speaks a lot about spirituality for me. So I feel like this relationship that you're entering into, this business, this move, this whatever new thing that you're doing right now, it's like I said, you're following your own footsteps. It's like, I want to use words like you're in on it. This time you're in on it. Like, you're not doing something to maybe get recognition from somebody else. You're not doing it to please somebody else. You're not moving somewhere because it's convenient, or you're not staying somewhere because it's convenient and more, I don't know, in your comfort zone. This is you reaching a place, Aquarius, where I feel like you really have started to listen to your inner guidance, your spiritual self, like your higher self, that non-physical part of you, that we have 2 black borders here. So the universe is speaking. divine guidance is speaking. That's your higher self. That's your non-physical entity, let's call it, God source, universal source, is with you. And it's like you're not just a singular person walking around all alone here now. It's like you're incorporated the spiritual part of yourself, if that makes sense. You're so much more about listening to that intuition, listening to that gut feeling now, and following your own path, following in your own footsteps. Might even be the title for this recording, because it's like you're doing it Aquarius style this time. It's so interesting because Aquarius is all about blazing a new trail, like walking in paths where nobody else has ever walked before, being number one, being very new and innovative with things. And yet I feel like in the past you've compromised that. And when Aquarius, I mean, I know this is very dragging everybody. We have a saying in Swedish, dra alla över en kam. Like you now you're comparing, like saying every Aquarius person is this way. But if there's a typical way for the Taurus, or a typical way for the Leo, or a typical way for the Aquarius typical way would be they're not doing anything. They might do stuff that other people has done before, but they truly thrive. You truly thrive, Aquarius, when you get to do something that literally nobody else has ever done before. You're just blazing a new trail. You always come up with those new ideas. You find a lot of Aquarius people. Okay, so this is just source telling me this. I don't have facts, so this is source. It's always source telling me stuff that I'm saying here. I might not have facts to back it up, but it would be really interesting to look into. So I'm getting the message that a lot of Aquarian people are responsible for a lot of new gadgets in the world, new ideas, new inventions. You would find an Aquarius person in there somewhere. That's really interesting. Okay, and no wonder if you're a trailblazer, if you're a trailblazer, it must be called. If you're walking on a path where nobody else has walked before, this is joy to your heart. This is where you thrive. This is where you feel pure happiness. And I feel like you finally, are sort of coming into your own, following your own guidance system, not caring so much about what everybody else is thinking that you should do. Maybe don't even think that you should do something. You just think that they think that you should do something, and you've been following their lead and really feel shitty about it. And now it's like, no, I'm doing it my way now, and I'm incorporating every part of myself. I'm going on my own path where I was always supposed to go. So it's a triumphant success. So we have the 0, which is even before it even begins, but it's still a continuation and momentum that will pick up. It's in the very early stages of this. And then we have the sun just shining a light on anything and everything. And we have the universe really in on it. Number 17, which is all about the immortality of this. It is a never-ending story, really. And then yet again, the number 1. So we have new beginnings on the first one. We have number 1, which stands for new beginnings, and we have the number 1, which stands for new beginnings. So it is a new beginning. It's a brand new dawn, I feel, for you. And finally, you're in on it. It's the whole Aquarius energy that is going to go on this quest. Even though you're going to do it alone, it's like you feel more joy now doing it alone, doing it in a truthful way, rather than doing it with somebody and it's not your path. If that makes sense, that it feels really authentic this time. Okay, I hope it helps you guys. I hope it uplifts you and inspires you for whatever endeavor you're embarking on right now. And come back and see me in a week if you want for your love readings. Other than that, take care of yourself and please subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. Take care. Bye.